would know the name Wigan Athletic, but such is the progress here that 12 members of Paul Jewell's squad were picked to represent their countries last week. That makes Wigan a name that's now known right around the football world. Well, 6 of the club's current international crew make today's starting lineup, with Scotland's Gary Teale replacing Ecuador's Antonio Valencia, and one other change from defeat at Blackburn last time out. Fitzhall is fit and in for Matt Jackson. Manchester United go with a team 4 different from their win against Newcastle a fortnight ago. In come Messrs Brown, Evra, O'Shea and Saha. Fletcher's rested, Ainsley's injured. Neville and Ronaldo both suffering knocks and nightmares from midweek defeats. Solskjær's header, too close to Denny Lanza. Dutchman scrapped hard, Paul Scholes always does. Camera claims a handball and Steve Bennett peers through the crowd of players in front of him and decides that the Wigan appeal was a good one. Leighton Baines scored an absolute beauty for England's under-21s against their German counterparts at the start of last weekend. It's going to be Baines to hit it, and he got a hold of it, and he scored an absolute beauty. Paul Scholes rushed out, couldn't get there in time, and nor could Edwin van der Sar, who's left grasping thin air. That is as good a pure strike of a football as you will ever see. Here is Leighton Baines, great round of applause every time he'll be anywhere near the ball now, and it's a good one over the top for Camera. Vidić just came across the front of him. Wigan feel that van der Sar came outside his area to handle that. Did Edwin van der Sar stray? Certainly he went out of his area. It's whether he intentionally handled whilst he was away. Well, for me, he's trying to get his arms out of the way. I don't think there's much of a case there for Wigan. So Alex Ferguson was contentment itself when enjoying the pre-match opera from Lawrence Robinson. How the mood has changed. Great cross, met by De Zeu, just put off at the last by Vidić. It's a pinpoint cross. Well, Vidić did enough. A dueling conference with his right-hand man, Chris Hutchings. Expression doesn't say so, but he must be delighted right now. Evra. Rooney to Scholes. Saha. Evra. Here's Rooney. Superb control on the chest, and he smacked the crossbar, and that was vintage Wayne Rooney. Nothing wrong with him there. Off colour, off form, all not well in the Rooney world. Well, that was brilliant. Vidić. Saha. Cleverly let the ball come across his body before surging on. Not too sharp when he got into the final third, though. And Wigan surge clear. Emerson Boyce on the ball. Scharner has made a strong run. This is Paul Scharner. Just away from him, and the angle too tight. And it all came from Louis Saha, cheaply squandering possession by running into a crowd of Wigan players. Scharner broke strongly from midfield. The cross from Boyce was intended for Heskey. They trailed by a goal to 0. Here at the JJB back in March. They went on to win by 2-1. All the goals then in the second half. Here's Patrice Evra, shapes to shoot. Kirkland can only parry, but Fitzhall is on hand to get the ball away to safety. Leighton Baines has done it at the other end, so why shouldn't Patrice Evra have a crack at goal? Straight down the middle, and Kirkland equal to it. On another day, there might have been a Manchester United player in there to pick up the pieces. Coming back ahead of schedule, Ryan Giggs returns from a hamstring injury to try and get Manchester United back into this. Wes Brown is the player who's made way. Manchester United to start the second half. Wigan needed just over 4 minutes to take the lead in the first period. Will it be United's turn to try and turn the screw early on? Certainly it's a very bright start made by the visitors. As Solskjær slides in and still has the ball. Couldn't find the finish, did everything else but. Solskjær wriggling clear. Shot was just closed down, the door half shut on him in the end. Already helped himself to 4 goals this season, and he can still smile at the odd miss or two. Scholes, Giggs, wasn't expected to return to the Manchester United side until Tuesday for the Champions League game against FC Copenhagen, but needs must for Manchester United, and Giggs has got a chance. Shot was blocked by Thiel, Giggs and Saha hack away at it, and it's Fitzhall to blast the ball to safety. Ryan Giggs immediately involved. Giggs. Rooney. Wanted Patrice Evra to have made the run. Rooney goes in on Boyce. It was a controlled tackle, and he's managed to win the ball. And Boyce brings down Wayne Rooney, who bounces back to his feet, can't shoot, and can't keep it for long. Sharna sliding in. Rooney with a verbal volley towards the referee. There was nothing wrong with his tackle on Emerson Boyce, nor with the way he worked so hard to win it again. The referee didn't think Boyce did any wrong either. Gary Thiel has vision problems. Rooney. De Gea was struggling. Saha! Well, he took his time, he tried to make sure, and he still put it wide. Rooney with the outside of the boot turned into a terrific ball because De Gea missed it. But the finish is found wanting. Giggs. Lanzak can only present it to Rooney. Wonderful first-time ball for Solskjær. Saha's just hanging back here. Solskjær didn't get his head up and spot him. He has won a corner. Just perhaps it might have been a little bit more for Manchester United. So much frustration inside him. A little bit of anger too today. All that will change with a goal. Giggs in. Vidić climbing! And Nemanja Vidić has equalised for Manchester United. It's the Serbian defender's first goal for the club. You had the feeling the tide has been turning in this game. Now it might be Manchester United's for the taking. It's a terrific leap from Vidić, matched by the ferocity of the header. Now what have Wigan got in response? One for Emil Heskey to give chase to. And Saha. Oh, that's brilliant. He might just be the best around in terms of goalkeepers playing pure football. He's got a touch and a bit of skill. Thiel unable to get control of the ball. Here's Wayne Rooney. Saha brought it down and scores! Total turnaround at the JJB, and just as in this fixture last season, from 1-0 down, Manchester United are 2-1 up. And it all stemmed from Gary Thiel, unable to trap the ball. Wayne Rooney took it, his cross just invited somebody to attack it, and Louis Saha was only too willing. It's his 6th goal of the season. It's the goal that puts Manchester United in front, and the way the pattern of play has been in this second half, you would think they'll be there to stay. Wigan have it all to do now. Quietly, effectively, Ryan Giggs has made a difference. Here's Louis Saha. Excellent save by the legs of Chris Kirkland. Lovely play from Giggs. Excellent to set up Saha with a chance for his second. Was fouled by Ian De Gea as he laid it off. The advantage had been played. Solskjær. Solskjær turns past the challenge and sets himself up with a third Manchester United goal. Coolly done. Solskjær twisting and turning and then finishing expertly. And Manchester United have come back to win in the end comfortably at Wigan this early afternoon.
Louis, for you personally, that must cap a very, very good week.
Yes, it's a very good week because we 2 wins, so it's good. 2 goals, so that's brilliant because I scored today without playing well, so it's good for the confidence.
It's interesting you say you didn't think you played well.
No, I think some days it's quite difficult. I think we can play very well, so put us in a difficult situation, but react very well, so it's good.
At the moment, we don't seem to know to win a game, and we've got to get back to that resolute, that resolute group of people that we've been over the past 4 or 5 years, and get back to it quickly. Because this game isn't always about playing pretty football; it's about getting results and digging in when things might not be going your way. And okay, we're playing against a top team today, but we've got to compete better than we did the second half.
And Wayne Rooney's off colour apparently.
People who've been talking Wayne Rooney down, having a go at Wayne Rooney, basically they're idiots. They have no idea of football because you get in any team in the world, and he's a fantastic player. And I think he showed Wayne Rooney there today. Everyone's talking about him needing a goal. He could have scored one late on, but he's a team player.